What happened when a general tried to go incognito and blend in with enlisted personnel? General Peterson was tired of getting the dog and pony show every time he visited bases. You know how it works. Everything gets cleaned up, soldiers rehearse their answers, and he never sees what's really happening. So he comes up with this brilliant plan. He's going to dress as a regular enlisted guy and spend a week at Fort Riley pretending to be a new transfer. See how things really operate when nobody knows who he is. The plan starts falling apart immediately. First problem, the guy's never been enlisted. He shows up wearing his uniform like he's going to a parade. Boots so shiny you could see yourself in them. Not a single wrinkle anywhere. Meanwhile, actual enlisted guys look like they've been wrestling with their equipment all morning, which they have. Second problem, he doesn't know how enlisted people actually talk. He walks into the chow hall and tells the cook, "Good morning, I would very much like to partake in breakfast if you please." The cook just stares at him. "Dude, you want eggs or not?" But the real disaster happens during his first formation. The sergeant is calling roll, and when he gets to Peterson, our fake enlisted guy snaps to attention like he's meeting the president. "Yes, Sergeant Major, sir!" Everyone's looking at this weirdo like he's lost his mind. You don't salute sergeants, you definitely don't call them sir, and you sure don't act like you're on display at the Pentagon. The sergeant pulls him aside after formation. "Listen, rookie, I don't know what fancy basic training you went to, but you need to chill out. You're making everyone nervous." Things get worse during PT. The general's in decent shape for a 60-year-old, but he's trying to keep up with 20-year-olds. Halfway through the run, he's gasping like a fish out of water. But instead of just admitting he's tired like a normal person, he starts giving tactical advice about proper running formation and breathing techniques. "Perhaps we should maintain better interval spacing for optimal aerobic efficiency," he pants. One of the guys turns to his buddy and whispers, "Who talks like that? Is this dude even human?" The breaking point comes during vehicle maintenance. The general volunteers to help work on a Humvee, figuring how hard could it be. He spends 20 minutes trying to remove a bolt with the wrong tool, then announces he's going to requisition a proper torque wrench through official supply channels. The mechanic working next to him starts laughing. "Requisition? Dude, we just borrow tools from whoever has them. Have you ever actually been in the army?" That's when everyone starts putting it together. This guy who doesn't know basic enlisted life talks like a textbook and thinks you can requisition your way out of every problem. Meanwhile, the general's getting frustrated because nothing works the way the regulations say it should. He keeps asking for supervisors and suggesting they follow proper procedures. "Why isn't there a standardized checklist for this maintenance task?" he asks while trying to change oil in a truck. The guys are dying laughing at this point. One of them says, "Because half our tools are broken, the other half are missing, and we make it work anyway. Welcome to the real army." The squad leader finally confronts him. "Alright, who are you really? Because you're either the worst soldier I've ever met, or you're somebody important pretending to be stupid." The general breaks down and confesses everything. Turns out the enlisted guys already knew. They'd figured it out day one, but decided to mess with him. They spent the whole week making him do the absolute worst jobs on base. Cleaning grease traps, organizing supply closets, scrubbing toilets, all while he thought he was getting the authentic enlisted experience. The best part? When he finally revealed who he was, instead of being angry, the guys respected him more. He'd spent a week doing grunt work without complaining, even though he was terrible at it. 6 months later, he implemented new policies based on what he learned. Better equipment, improved food, and a rule that officers have to spend time doing enlisted jobs before they can get promoted. The soldiers still joke about the week they made a general clean toilets. And the general? He still can't figure out how to use a socket wrench properly.